Hi, in an earlier video we looked at using Dumpcap for continuous capture. To do this we specified a ring buffer so that Dumpcap kept writing files, a maximum number of files, and then would eventually overwrite earlier files. And in that example I ran a short capture with a ring buffer of 4 files, and if you've seen the video you'll probably have seen these actual files that we see here in Explorer. Now you imagine that if you run Dumpcap and you produce hundreds or thousands of files, then the challenge is, how do we actually get the data that we need? So what I'm going to do is show you a small utility that's available to you totally free of charge on the TribeLab site. It's called Wizz. It's called Wizz because it whizzes through files, and it will extract data based on a Wireshark filter expression. So let's take a look at how we install it first. We go into the TribeLab site. Now we've actually placed a copy of Wizz in both the network trace capture guide and in the network trace analysis guide. So let's just go to the first one. And here's the file that we need. So let's download that from here. So click on download. I'm going to actually look at it in the folder. There's the file. Now I'm going to copy this into the Wireshark directory. You can place this anywhere in your PC's directory structure, but you're going to really want to place it in a directory that's on the search path for commands and executables. And Wireshark seems a good place to put this, so I'm just going to put it there for the moment. Now if we go to a command line prompt and we just type in Wizz, we get usage information, but of course it's just whipped past so quickly we can't read it, so let's pipe that into more. And now we can see details about Wizz. So the first thing is we have the command, then we have the file prefix. This would be, in our case, it will be mytrace. If you remember from here, all of the files begin with the string mytrace. Then we have the filter expression that we're going to use, and it has to be enclosed in double quotes. That's a Wireshark filter expression. Any Wireshark filter expression will work. That's the great thing about this. And then we have a merge file name, which is optional. Now if we don't specify a merge file, what happens is that Wizz will produce separate filtered files for each input file. If we specify a merge file, everything in the output gets merged into one final file. So I'll show you both ways of working. So further on in this help text we've got the purpose of Wizz and some usage examples and a few other bits and pieces there. So let's just remind ourselves of, so I can remind myself of the files. So mytrace is the file that we're interested in, or the group that we're interested in. So we simply type in Wizz mytrace. Now before I type in the filter term, let me explain what I want to achieve here. If I look at these files, there's an awful lot of SSL in here, and actually that's not what I'm interested in. What I'm actually interested in is some Microsoft file server traffic in all of these files, and you can see that I have some. And file server traffic will go to port 445. So what I'm actually interested in is all traffic to and from TCP port 445. So let's just enter that command without the merge file specified. Okay, it's done its thing, so let's go and have a look at the outputs directory. And now you can see for every input file I have one of these output files, which is simply the original file prefixed, or the original file name prefixed with W_. And if I look in one of these files, you can see that all I have is SMB traffic. So that's good. That's what we're trying to achieve. So that's one way of using Wizz. Let's just delete these quickly. The other way is to specify a merge file. So if I simply specify smbtraffic.pcapng, let's run that, and we go back, and here we have the final merged outputs. Double click on that, and all I have is just SMB traffic all the way through. So, useful little tool, very simple to use, and I hope you find it useful. See you soon.